Hello, everybody. Sandy Hannum here. And today we're going to talk about limiting beliefs. And we're going to talk about the first limiting belief, which is I don't have enough time. Now, we all have limiting beliefs that hold us back. Some of those beliefs were instilled in us when we were young. Some we got from other people. Some we just have ourselves. So, in this series, we're going to really take those limiting beliefs, we're going to break them apart, and we're going to look at them, and then we're going to rewrite them. And so, you will have an opportunity to rewrite a belief, a limiting belief that you might have, and then we'll be able to take action on it. So, the first limiting belief that I want to talk about is I don't have enough time. Now, if you're like most people, you're extremely busy. You've got projects to work on, you've got things to do, you've got house, people, administrative kinds of things, thousands of emails, just all kinds of things. We're all really busy, and sometimes it feels like we just don't have enough time to do the things that really matter. Maybe to focus on our dreams, to really think about and achieve those goals. You might feel like you're running in 1,000 different directions and you don't really have time just to think about that one thing. So, just in simple terms, you just don't feel like there's enough time to do things that really matter. We've all said it, we've all thought it. If I only had more time, I could do things that I wanted to do. If I only had more hours in the day, I could get more things done. And then you might look around and you might see friends and coworkers, everybody is busy. And so we simply just accept busyness as a way of life, But so your limiting belief is that there isn't enough time in the day to get everything done. But that doesn't have to be the norm. It doesn't have to be the norm. So we're going to transform that I don't have enough time into something that really can work for us. So, one of the things that we can say is, I have time for my most important tasks. My schedule gives me freedom from time pressure. This is the one that I like. I refuse to let time rule my life. I refuse to let time rule my life. I'm productive and I make the best out of the time that I have been given. So those are some ways that we can turn around that limiting belief. I have time for my most important tasks. I refuse to let time rule my life. Now, the best way to make those new found empowering beliefs work for you is to work on the thing that matters the most first thing in the day. Some people call it kissing the frog. Work on that most important thing first thing in the day. For me, I like to do that because that's when I have the most energy. By making quick progress on tasks that really matter the most, you're also going to be and feel more productive, and you'll start to slash that limiting belief. You'll start to look for proof that you do have time in your day, because that's what our belief system is designed to do. We think something, and then we go out into the world. It goes out into the world and it tries to prove us right. It doesn't want us to look stupid or be stupid. So it goes out and looks for things. It's like when you get a new car or a different car. All of a sudden, if you got a silver car, all of a sudden there's 1,000 silver Chryslers in the world, because that's all of a sudden it's in your awareness. And so we can just change our awareness. In other words, if you slay that dragon, if you eat that frog first thing in the morning, before you get started on 1,000 other tasks that kind of start vying for your attention and things like that. One of the things that, as I've been thinking about and studying limiting beliefs, is the first thing I used to do when I got into the office in the morning was answered my emails. Well, that can just get you right down a rabbit hole, right? So I work on my very first task, then I start to open my emails, because we know that emails are just a bunch of other people's most important tasks, which is not to say that they're not important, but they're not necessarily important for us right at that moment. So you'll be able to really kind of move forward on your day by doing those most important things first. You'll rewrite that limiting belief that there's not enough time in the day. Your new belief might become there's plenty of time to do what matters, because I work on things that matter first. So it's really important. We do have the power to think about that. So here are your action steps for this limiting belief. I want you to write down all the tasks that you perform on any given day. Now, this might take a while, but I want you to write down all the tasks, and I want you to organize them by importance. Is answering emails first thing in the morning the most important thing? Depends on what you do and what's going on. If you're looking for something important, if you need a piece of information, that might be. But I want you to organize those tasks by importance. And I want you to determine your most important task for the day. What is your most important task of the day? And I want you to give all your attention to that until it's done. And then I want you to just repeat that process every day. And I think you'll find that you'll start to crush that limiting belief of I don't have enough time. So another thing that I will give you each day when we're thinking about this is an affirmation. Now, an affirmation is a way to kind of rewire your brain. It's a way to think about things. And it's said in the present tense. And why do we say things in the present tense? Well, we say things in the present tense because our subconscious mind only knows present. It only knows right now. So here's your affirmation. There is more than enough time in each day for me to accomplish the tasks that matter most. I am dedicated to and focused on getting the most important things done each day. So that is day one. We've talked about there's not enough time. We've talked about the limiting belief. We've talked about kind of rewriting that in a different way. You've got some action steps, and you have your affirmation. So I will see you all tomorrow, and we will talk about the second limiting belief that we might have in our lives. Take care, everyone.